Hey everybody and welcome back. Today I have a client in my chair. This video was filmed last summer and I cannot remember this client's name, but what I can remember is that she had a super sweet spirit. She talked with her head and she left her water bottle and had to come back and get it a couple days later. So I'm just showing you here. Her hair is pretty healthy, but she has a lot of breakage around the edges. So I'm going to concentrate on that when I trim it today, just to make sure that she gets as much care that she deserves with her hair today. So with most clients, not all, I just press the edges with the hot comb, like kicking it old school, making sure that those ends are smooth. You could do it with the flat iron, or if you're just curling the hair, sometimes you don't have to. As you see, her ends are really good, but it's a little bit off. So this is what we call a dust when you're like barely trimming the hair. It just keeps the hair on point. I dust my hair every single time I blow it out, like every single time. I used to did not do that, but it keeps my ends super fresh all the time, and it helps me retain and allow my hair to grow much faster. Well, not grow from the root faster, but keep the growth that is coming from the root, just by making sure that those splits are always attended to. As you see, I'm not using my cutting collar in this video, and it shows you how when you're not using a cutting collar, you have to just hold that cape and make sure that everything is laid nice and flat so that you can get a precise cut. Now I'm going in with this first section. I usually would edit this out, but I'm just going to show you. Now when I first cut out, well, parted out that first section, I noticed that her hair was a little shorter underneath. So what I have to do is part it again just to get to the shortest piece, because you have to tend to every piece and make sure that you are trimming the breakage too. If you do not trim breakage, I know a lot of times you're like, well, the long hair can just hang over top of it, but you have to take care of the breakage, because if you don't trim that hair, it will split just like the rest of your hair splits, and you'll just start breaking higher and higher. I always tell you guys in my YouTube videos that split hair, split ends are like pantyhose. When you wear stockings and pantyhose and you get a hole, sometimes you just get a hole in your stockings, but more than likely the hole starts running either up the leg or down the leg. And so that's exactly how split ends work. When you have a split in the hair, that split just starts traveling up the shaft over time, and you do not want that to happen, because then the breakage gets higher and higher and the hair gets shorter and shorter, and you'll feel like, oh, my hair is growing from the root, but it's not retaining length because it's breaking off on the ends. So just make sure that you pay attention to all that broken hair to make sure that you are getting those ends off so that it won't break higher and get shorter. As you see right on the side, on the left side, it was a little shorter. So I just followed the guideline of how it was growing back there, so I wouldn't make it super short and blunt in the back and make it all match the shortest piece of hair. I just wanted to make sure that I saved as much hair as possible. She's getting her hair curl a little loose today, so I'm going to just bend this first section so it's not super tight and hiking up the hair, and making the rest of her hair sit up a little higher just because of how tight I curled it. If you haven't watched my last few videos, lately I have been using the grip comb. The grip comb is a comb attachment that goes on the flat iron to make me not have to do the chase method. What it is doing is it is separating the hair strands as it goes in between the plates of the flat iron, so those ends don't get crushed and tangly. It is the cat's meow. Okay, I know I sound like an old head, but it's the cat's meow. Like, I can't front on this situation. It's so fly. I wish I invented it. But what I'm doing is, you just pay attention when I get to the back of the head. When I turn her around towards the camera, I'll do a close-up so you guys can see how well it works. But you know, the last couple times I used the grip comb, I was just pressing the hair straight. So I'm just showing you that you can also curl the hair with this, and it's even cooler because when you curl the hair, it's harder to do the chase method. If you don't know what the chase method is, that's when you put the comb underneath of the hair and then you put the flat iron over top and you just follow the comb all the way down so that you make sure that all of the ends are separated and not crushed between the plates. So the fact that you can curl with this, it's hard to do the chase method with a curl. Now you do it, I do it, but man, this is so much easier. See my client, she talk with her head, she just shaking her head. So I'm not sure how many people watch my channel are hairstylists, but how do you deal when the client is moving a lot? Do you say, hey, stop moving, or what? Or do you just rock and roll with them? Most of the time I'm like, hey, you talk with your head, try not to talk with your head, and they get it right away. But some of them is hard. My friend Fisa, she always moves. It's something I've accepted from her. But it's hard to do hair when somebody's moving a lot. But after this, she was pretty good. She moved one more time later on in the video, but I let her because them curls was looking luscious when she did. So that's look at these curls, and look how much luster is already on her hair. Her shampoo and conditioner I used today was our Deeper Than Hair Detox, just to get our hair, especially when you use products a lot, it ends up with buildup on it. So our detox shampoo and conditioner is what we use to get that buildup off of the hair, and it just allows the hair to have a healthy shine from the very beginning. What's so funny about this hair and all the clients that I did during this pop-up, this was last summer, I did a pop-up in Philly, and it was hot. It was so hot, and everybody just came like, I'm getting my real hair done, I'm coming to get my real hair done. And I'm like, when they leave, I just wanted them to wrap their hair because it was just so hot outside that I just wanted them to be able to preserve it, you know. So I offered to wrap their hair before they leave, and they didn't want to because a lot of the clients were new clients I've never met before, and you know, they just was like, I know it's hot outside, but I wanted to make sure that I came and get my hair done from you. So I'm thinking about doing a pop-up again, whether it's in Philly or Los Angeles, because I live in both places. I'm bi-coastal. I have a house in both cities. But I was born and raised in West Philly. A lot of people ask me about this, or I'll see people in LA all the time, and they're like, "You live here?" And I'm like, "I've lived here for 7 years." And they're like, we thought you lived in Philly, or we thought you lived in Atlanta. I used to work for Tyler Perry, so I was in Atlanta a lot, and so, you know, it just was it was interesting to see how many people would wear their real hair. But all summer I'm wearing I can't wait to do braids. Okay, I in a minute I'm about to do a video for y'all, so I gotta keep my hair out for this video. But when that video is over, I'm putting braids in my hair. What is your summertime hairstyle? Sometimes I wear a unit or a wig over top of braids, especially when I'm swimming all the time. But wigs be getting hot. I saw a post on Instagram the other day that said, if you wear wigs in this heat, you a firefighter for real. And I thought that was so hilarious because, baby, oh my god. So yo, I just want to know how y'all wear y'all hair in the summertime. I know most people wear braids, and I'm actually going to add a video about braids at the end of this because I just want to talk to y'all about the type of things that can happen with your hair with braids and how to make sure you take care of that and avoid that, because you know, all braiding hair is not created equal. So I did a video about that a while back, so I'll make sure to attach that to make sure that you guys are getting everything you can out of your braid styles this summer. I absolutely love this hair color that she has. I used to wear my hair this same exact color in high school and go to the hair store and get my 99J hair to match, and put them tracks right in between. Or I used to have my 99J ponytails, all of the things. I loved it so much. I didn't think I was ever going to not wear red hair, but one day I'm going to go back and try it for a couple months or a couple weeks, or I don't know. If I get a wig though, I can do it whenever I want to. So we'll see. Did you ever used to have a signature color for a few years of your life and now you don't? I want to know what tip your hair was on. My friend Veen, she's also a stylist at my salon. Incredible braider. Go find her. Her Instagram name is Hair Music. But for a long time, her signature color was blue, and I mean, it just looked so great on her, and not just any blue. It was just nice and bright, and it also looked healthy. And all the time, I'd be like, Veen, when you gonna get your blue back? Because sometimes you just get used to seeing people with their color in their hair, and sometimes people just want to break. But yeah, my sister, she used to wear red, like fire engine red, not this color red, but super bright. So what was your signature color, if not still your signature color? So if you look closely at her edges, you can see that her edges are also pretty short, just broken pieces. So I forgot to, I didn't film the part where I trimmed the edges too, but just like I trimmed the nape, you have to trim those edges too. I don't care how short they are, just get them together. But because they're short, I'm just taking a soft brush and I am making sure that I lay the edges down, because if you don't, they will stick up and flare and they'll look like flyaways, and that's not the vibe. So now that we're in the back, I want you to pay attention to how the grip comb goes through the hair on the ends precisely. Look at this. Boom, just done. It's so cool, and I still have the perfect curl. It didn't get in the way, it didn't affect anything, the performance of the iron or anything. So I'm gonna link the grip comb below, just so you could grab you one and just get into it. It wasn't suggested to use on my iron, but it worked well on my iron too. And the only reason why it wasn't supposed to be really used on my iron, because my iron gets hot on the outer plate as well. Not as hot as the inner plate, but it's pretty warm. So, and it's kind of curved, but baby, it works. And I love it. I use it almost all the time. I have a couple irons, so whenever I have this iron, I'll pull it out first. Oh, also, I don't know if you live in New Orleans or near New Orleans, but I'm about to have a class at the Bronner Brothers show. And I'm like, maybe I have to tell my people I'm going to have a class at the Bronner Brothers show. I will be putting up a flyer or an announcement sooner than later, cuz it's really soon, but it's August 17th, 18th, and 19th. No, the 17th and the 18th. Just wait for the flyer, because I might be starting rumors over here. But I'm definitely teaching a class, so hopefully you guys will come see me teach a class in person in real time. I would love to meet you. Looking at her hair color from this angle, it almost gives a little chocolate brown. I love chocolate brown hair as well. But it's definitely red, because you gotta have that reddish color in there to make the chocolate anyway. So almost like a little, like it wanna be red velvet or something. I'm just super in love with how shiny her hair is, just from shampoo and conditioner. I'm a link the shampoo and conditioner below as well. Our detox bundle, shampoo and conditioner. Um, and it's just so good. It has a tea tree in it, so it just has a great smell, and it's just so invigorating that your roots will just be thanking you, and your hair too. It's nice and clean. The shampoo gets the hair squeaky clean without stripping it, and the conditioner softens it back down. So I'll make sure to add the link for those two things in the box. Now I'm just spraying our glass shine on the hair just to add a little, razzle dazzle. Not that she even needs it. I'm taking off the cape, and you see her. Them curls are luscious. Not that y'all ain't been looking at them the whole time. Just making sure that her edges are nice and laid, and I'm just taking a comb in to kind of push those waves frontward. You know, just give it a little zhuzh, you know what I mean? And she's done. She's ready to go out in the heat with her hair. Listen, wrap your hair up before you leave the salon so you can hold on to your hair. But everybody said their hair did good. It looks nice and got the little feather action in the front. And thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.